Is on the dresser, bad bitch Vanessa, yes or no key, just pressing. My lane is reckless, or strong, they can feel the presence. Wheel and deal, they can feel the pressure. Fashion over bay like the dresser. Got some issues, I wouldn't press it. Y'all crash dummy shit, don't impress it. Talking crazy, cuz captain. Say sipping that, he just acting. We can shoot a movie, getting active. These niggas fool if they ain't family. I stayed humble, now I'm snapping. We was on the outs, now we back in. Boy, I'm eased up, pieced up. Young nigga creased up, no slacking, yeah. Fuck niggas wanna kill me. Only real nigga feel me. This behind the music, this inspired to it. If it's wide, better feel me. This is everything I ever wanted. I just push up on it and she know the play. Name leaves stains on the brain. When I bless the game, she ain't knowing what to say. Ain't nothing in between God and kings. That's a direct link like the Pharisees.
Like the Pharisees.
This water was, I drank half of it and now it's filled up. I'm tripping.
It's holy water.
Probably is. That means Rockets getting the win.
Maybe.
That's that fucking Nick watched too much ghost shit and now the ghosts are
I'm
refilling
about
the water
to say
for
that
him.
probably is that shit. And my girl's watching this. They're lying. I don't watch that shit. Man. Oh, man. Nothing interesting happened in the city except for, a big-ass party, parade with like 2 million damn people.
Yes, sir.
People waiting in line to meet the Astros. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're doing like little meet and greets at certain academies right now for only a few different players, and people are camping out nights at a time just
Who
to
they
find out.
said, Bubon?
Yeah, just to find out the first 200 people are the ones that get in.
You meet the maintenance guy for the grass.
Yeah. I seen a picture of Dubon the other day, and they were like, I love the Astros. Who the fuck is this? And I was like, you don't love the Astros then?
Man, we'll get into it. Fuck it, because I got some shit to vent off.
Oh, yeah.
So, I get it. We won. We're what we call a dynasty. I don't care if anybody on media don't want to say it because they don't like using the D word, but whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fans coming out the woodworks because, I know for damn sure most of y'all were not here for the Astros.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck no.
I seen videos. Me and Nick seen videos the other day of people at the parade. I've been a diehard Astros fan since 2017. Motherfucker, that means you were only a diehard fan because they won the World Series.
My favorite ones are the ones that like, I'm a ride or die Astros fan and they have a Dodgers hat on.
Yeah, okay.
What was the thing today? What was the thing today? The person that was saying they were a diehard Astros fan and they said make what's his name play first?
Yeah, they said I think I'm a diehard Astros fan. If we get Aaron Judge, it would be sick. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna read this shit just 'cause I want to know. This motherfucker said put Brian Abreu at first base.
From the White Sox? He plays first base.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't
No.
Brian Abreu. It was
No, it wasn't Abreu. It was
our pitcher.
one of our pitchers.
Yeah.
It was Garcia, wasn't it?
No, it was Abreu, our pitcher though.
Abreu, the pitcher? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I said Brian
No.
Abreu. That made too much sense in my head.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
They said put Abreu at first base, and you and I were like, why? He's a fucking pitcher.
And I thought about it, and I was like, man, maybe he means Brian. I asked on his thing, and he was like, nah, I said what I said. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, well, fuck it. We should play Maldi at pitcher, too. Fuck it.
Well, that motherfucker is retarded, whoever said that.
You can't say that. This is PG.
Yeah, it's funny to see all the fair weathers come out of the woodworks and shit like that. And all the people who are, oh, I love the fucking Astros. I'm such a diehard fan. Like I told Nick, I seen a chick on Facebook the other day post on her story only for the World Series. The whole World Series, she's posting Astros gear, how much she loves the Astros. I never once seen her at all throughout the year post anything about the Astros until then. And then, what was it? The very next day after they won the World Series and she went to the parade, she had a fucking Dodgers hat on.
Don't talk to me about being a fucking Astros lifelong fan unless you know what it was like to get Miguel Tejada and Pudge Rodriguez and think you were doing something.
Disgusting.
Like, we actually did that.
Yeah, I remember those years.
I remember going to Minute Maid when I was a kid and watching the Astros and seeing Jeff Bagwell get down in his horse stance to hit the fucking ball. That
The Bible
motherfucker
is
squatted all the way down to the ground almost and hit the shit out that ball. It was insane.
Look, I remember when we had freaking like literally no name fucking players doing Caso Lake commercials and
You talking about Jose Lima?
Jose
Yeah,
Lima.
like
Casale.
the thing is, you look, I get it. The city versus everybody. And the best thing I read was from a Philadelphia fan, ironically, in a thread on Facebook. And he's like, I can't even be mad at Astro fans for being obnoxious after they won.
Yeah.
Literally the whole country hated them.
Yep.
Talk shit to them all season. Their team showed up, they won the thing. I would have been pissed off if they didn't talk shit to anybody after all that. And I was like, exactly. Like, you only take so much shit, eh?
But we really didn't know.
What?
Talk shit.
No, well, no, I mean we didn't, but a lot of people did. What's it called? A lot of people on Facebook were talking shit, and it wasn't really talking shit. It was more of like, oh, this didn't age well. When Philly fans were like, we're going back and sweeping y'all with 3 wins, and
yeah.
I mean the Philadelphia Phillies, like, congrats, y'all made it. Red October lasted, but November died off. The thing is, though, your fans were probably one of the worst fan bases I've ever seen in a lot of places. So karma, bro. Karma. Y'all lost 2 championships. I know MLS really don't count, but y'all lost 2 championships in one day.
In the same day. Stupid.
Yeah.
I was like, that sucks for y'all. But whatever. Hey, y'all got Philadelphia. Maybe they make it to the playoffs and do something.
Yeah, it was a fun time being an Astros fan for the World Series. I will say that.
Yeah, we deserved it.
Oh yeah.
They did they signed Dusty Baker today for 1 year. They're signing Click, I believe, to a 1 year, which is scratching a lot of people's heads, but
He ain't taking that.
I don't think he is.
You about to give me some years. You about to pay me. Well, I'm leaving.
I wouldn't take a 1 year, honestly. I don't. If he leaves, I don't blame him. I know they have. What was the guy you were talking about? They said
David Stearns?
Yeah, I think he's one of the guys that supposedly were after.
Yeah, but he asked to leave the Brewers, and the Brewers told him he could. But, I mean, they're not just going to let you go to the Astros. They're going to make you wait your year out.
And they don't want to.
He's like, I'll give Click 1 year and then fire you.
That's what they want to do, it seems like. And they even – the interesting part of it was Dusty today said that he's like, we're working on keeping Joe Espada. So I feel like they're trying to do a 1 year thing for each other. But if I'm Joe Espada, I don't blame you for leaving. Go and take.
Where's he going to go? He didn't get a job.
Well, no, I mean, free agency just started. I mean, he can.
All the other teams that needed coaches hired people. He didn't get a job.
Somebody's going to fire somebody.
I don't think so. Maybe we hyped him in our head.
Nah, somebody's going to fire him. Somebody. Free agency starts official tomorrow.
That's true.
Well, when this video comes out today, but yeah.
The
first trade of the season was amazing, though.
What?
Jake Odorizzi is back in the AL West for the Texas Rangers.
Good.
So we get batting practice every time we play them with him on there.
Didn't he get a ring technically?
Yep.
Jake Odorizzi. I wonder how Joe Musgrove feels about this ring. I wonder if he's going to complain about this one.
I don't even want to look at it. Dude, the day after we won, you posted something on YouTube and somebody commented on it and said they cheated again.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to forever be a...
How's that?
Exactly. There's no way to prove anything. That's just what they're going to say because everybody's salty still.
Yeah. I mean, you had the best, arguably probably the best bullpen and pitching ever. I think they had it was like 0.85 or something ERA, 83 ERA. I mean, Ryan Presley was probably the most impressive closer I've seen in a while.
He should have been the MVP.
He should have. They went with the hype train of Jeremy Pena. I did like how they said that an honorable mention was Framber Valdez because he was like a bulldog the whole way.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 2
Framber, Abreu,
yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things. I can't be mad that Dusty's back. I'm actually kind of hyped for it. We went over the hump. He actually didn't get outmanaged this series.
Well, because he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
He just
stuck
waited
with
for
his
the other
guns.
team to fucking fuck up first.
Yeah. It's like the other day. He said that thing about McCullers. He told him straight up. He said, "Hey, I don't need you to go out there and be amazing. I just need you to go out there and get to the bullpen." And McCullers was like, "All right, I got you." And then McCullers threw a terrible game, but I mean, he did what Dusty told him.
5 home run terrible?
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because they have it's funny you win, but you can't basically celebrate because free agency started like right after that. Everybody opting out of stuff.
It's not so fun to me because I knew we were going to win.
Well, I don't care at this point. I want to know. I love free agency. I love knowing where people go. I love seeing the new challenges. I want to know who the new toys are that we get.
Yeah.
So I mean, people were mad.
But I don't want new toys. I really don't.
Well,
like,
I mean, you're gonna have to fill your roster up.
Do you? Like, you don't bring Mancini back, but I keep Hensley on the fifth on the big roster, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's one. Myers comes back up, so there's one.
Okay.
I keep Dubon. Okay. I re-sign Vasquez.
But see, that's the thing. They're not just going after Vasquez, but you don't know if Vasquez wants to go back to Boston. They're looking at Wilson Contreras. They already said what their ideas are. I mean, team. I don't see why you can't try to get better. If you're going to be facing every single team next season, the schedule changed. You're playing every team next year. In 2023.
You just won a championship, bro. You swept your way to the World Series and you lost 2 games on bad pitching.
And everybody
you had something that worked. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm the fucking champion. I'm not changing.
Okay. Atlanta Braves were the damn champion last year. That don't mean shit.
Does the Atlanta Braves started? Does the first 5 people in their lineup look like ours? You legitimately can look at our team and say that can be your first 5 in the lineup for 5 years in a row.
You don't even know what Verlander's doing. We can speculate what Verlander's doing. Okay, I mean that's fine. But if the Dodgers go, they have money galore. If they go and buy 3 damn free agents, you can't just sit back.
I'm not. I'm bringing my players back. I'm bringing Vasquez back. I still have Maldi. I want Yuli at first.
How do you know what Maldi's injury looks like?
You don't know
if he's coming back. You don't know if he.
Okay. Come on, Maldi not coming back.
You don't know. His wife literally put on Instagram, "This is a great ending to a chapter in our lives." So you know Maldi's wife then, and she put that on Instagram. Then okay, he's coming back.
He's coming back.
You don't know if he is or not. You don't know if.
Okay, you go spend the money that we have on a player we don't like. What do you want Contreras for? If Dusty nicks the trade, no, that's the point. It's like we don't need to change.
He didn't
change in the middle of the year.
He didn't want him. He nixed the trade because he said, "I don't want a guy that's going into free agency because I have."
But we got that anyway with Vasquez. He didn't want to get rid of Urquidy. My point being is, you can't tell me that if you told Vasquez you're coming back as a starter and Maldonado you come as just to play with the rotation and you're a spot coach, like you just sit there. He's coming back. Okay. I'm telling you.
Okay. I mean, I don't. The owner literally said,
"What do you want to do? Go get you want to do like everybody says is like, oh, let's go sign Rizzo." No, what the fuck are we gonna do that for?
Why would I want to do that? I mean, that doesn't make sense. But I'm saying what the owner literally said in Dusty Baker's interview today is we're going after players. Click is not gonna sit still. Shit, he didn't do that even in the freaking trade. So that's what I'm saying.
They can do it. That's a mistake. I'm telling you. It's a fucking mistake.
I mean, you have no fucking cap space. It don't matter anyway in baseball. It ain't my fucking money. It's the owner's money. If he want to go and get a new fucking fancy toy to add into the lineup, fuck it. It'd be different if it was football and basketball. Hey, don't waste that damn money, bro, because you're going to hit that cap. There's no point.
My point is I'm not bringing anything in until I can keep what I got. You got to think about it. Are you willing to say, I'm going to bring in an outfielder this year for the next 4 years, but I'm going to lose Garcia and I'm going to lose Urquidy because of it?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be okay with that. No. I understand where you're coming from, but Nick's just saying based off of they said they're going to go out and get more people.
I mean, that could be a fucking utility player.
Yeah, I was going to say that could mean they're
gone.
just going to go to get, depth for anything they need.
But that's my point. You have utility. You keep Dubon. He's a good utility player. You keep Hensley. We pay you nothing. You're an infield utility player like we haven't had. So what do I need to bring somebody in for?
No, I agree. I get it. We're just basing it off of they said they're going to go out and do it. Whether it makes sense or not, I mean,
I get you built through your farm, but if there's a guy that literally is like, hey, I'm going to take a pay cut to come win a damn championship with you, you're going to look at it. You're not going to be like, I don't fucking need you.
I'm not looking at it. Like, I'm just me. That's just me. I'm going to run with what we brung. Like, the more that I can run over to next year from what we had on Saturday, that's what the fuck I do.
Yeah. No,
Straight
I get
up.
it. I understand that. But also, like, what happens if Yuli's like, hey, I'm old, I want to retire?
Did you not just hear me? You play Henley at first base.
Okay.
And if he sucks, then what do you do?
You figure it the fuck out, but I'm not fixing to go spend money on a player. I just can't do it.
So you have to trade then because everybody's gonna be signed then after that. Because by the time,
but that's fine. It's ours to. We gonna decide what we get rid of when we want to get rid of it. We're not gonna let.
That's dumb management. Because right now you can get it cheap, whereas I'm gonna have to give up assets for you later.
Get what cheap?
If I can get somebody cheap, if say Yuli's not coming back, and I can get a first baseman cheap. Right now, as in a contract that I want to give you, not a contract that you signed with somebody else. Now I have to give you assets to get this first baseman because I found out. It's the same shit that happened in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. Homeboy took a freaking 2 months so they couldn't do nothing, and then he signs a massive deal. He screws up the whole team.
But what are you going to bring in for cheap? Like, what? That's my point. It's like if you're by that logic, if you just want to spend a little bit of money, I'll let him go play first base. Because that's what you're going to get for cheap. My point being is like I don't want to spend a shit ton of money to bring in a player to do one job. Like that's not how we do. Like what was the last big name free agent we brought in to play something?
I didn't say a big name. You're thinking I said I want a superstar. I want fucking Aaron Judge on this team. I'm saying I go get a utility player.
I get what you're saying. But we are loaded with utility players. Like what are you going to go get more for? It's like the Rockets going to get another 2-guard. You don't need it.
You have to get better. You don't know what Brantley's doing. You don't know what Trey's doing. If you're going to bring him back or not. You don't know what a Diaz is doing.
Mancini better not come back. I don't want him back.
Those are 3 guys that you had last year. They are gone pretty much, probably more than likely, for their contracts that they had. I mean, Trey's already a free agent, so he's gone. Will Smith's off your fucking payroll, thank God. I mean,
okay, so but my point is like Henley didn't come until what the end of the year, so
yes,
he comes to the playoffs and he's the most clutch fucking designated hitter we have. So like you keep running with that.
I mean, Jake Myers looked promising last year, and look what the hell he did. He's trashed this year.
Okay, well we're gonna let McCormick play until he turns into trash too. Like they earned the right to play.
I didn't say that, but what I'm saying is I can't just say, "Oh, don't go out and get nothing."
No, I will. I am saying that. Like, don't bring nothing.
No, that's fine. Here. You're open to your opinion. That's fine with me. But when they sign somebody, don't be mad when they go and sign somebody because he literally fucking said on TV, we're not changing a lot, but we're going after some shit. We can't stand still. That's his money. He want to spend it. Fuck it.
Fuck them.
I mean, people keep buying the damn merchandise. That all goes to his contracts and everything else. I mean, they fucking made a world record. I think in fucking game 3, they bought the most merchandise in a World Series game ever. Or no, it was game 2 when we were here. And that's why I'm like, I guess all those damn Texan fans are buying Astros gear right now. But
oh, of course. And all the people that live in Houston that want to pretend to be fans now.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. I mean, it's like me and you've always said, we know plenty of people that say they want to be Astros fans, but they just go to the fucking games just to get drunk and don't give a shit about anything else.
I mean, if you just want to be a casual fan, fuck it, be a
That's
casual
fine.
fan.
No, I know, I get that, but I'm
Like,
saying
I actually feel like that parade was for people like that. Like,
It
I
was.
had no
it was. I had no
desire
problem with
whatsoever
it.
to be there.
Yeah, me either. But like I'm saying, like we know plenty of people that say they're diehard fans, and all they do is just go to the games just to get drunk and don't care about anything that's going on with the games at all.
Yeah, I mean,
And then they get mad when we start losing, but don't know anything that's going on.
for me, if you're gonna be a casual fan, you have to be a full-time casual fan. You can't try to flip-flop on like I don't want, if you're a casual fan and you can only name fucking Altuve, I don't want to fucking hear from you on when you're like, why the fuck aren't we going after fucking Aaron Judge and fucking Jesus Christ and fucking it's like, what? First of all, do you even know fucking, like, this is not fucking MLB the show. Like, we're not fucking just gonna go trade off like the Jay Odorizzi thing. People are like, why did we trade him? Why didn't we get a starting pitcher for him? Did you fucking see how he pitched all year? You're lucky you got rid of him. Like, be realistic here.
We traded him because we were trying to get rid of starting pitchers.
Yeah, and I mean, they now look at him. He's fucking getting traded again. He's like fucking Trevor Ariza that one year in basketball. He just kept getting traded all damn season. Me, it's like, casual fans enjoyed the fucking thing. I went to the first one. I was cool. That was enough for me. The second one, I'm like, fuck it. Hopefully we get more. If the Cougars win this year, then fuck it. I'll go to that parade because that's different. But it's just like,
oh, I don't know if they'll have a parade like that for them.
Blummer said they will.
They'll probably do it around U of H though.
Yeah, he said they're gonna do. He's like, he goes, y'all get ready. He goes, we'll probably have another parade in April here. And I was like, what the fuck? And then they showed U of H, and I was like, oh shit, okay, that's what
the Final Four is here too.
Oh, it is. I forgot about that shit.
Everything's here this year
because it's fucking Houston and fuck them, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
somebody got to make use of that building. Texans ain't.
That's fucking true. I guess we'll move on to that. Goddamn.
Yeah.
It's always depressing. It's even depressing on the news when they were partying. They're like, we got to talk about the Texans. And I was like, fuck.
It's not that big a deal, though.
For me, it's not even the team that pisses me off. It's the fans that piss me off because. Yeah.
Oh, no, y'all can't. Y'all fucking up by letting them do that to y'all.
What?
Getting the fans.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, it's like mainly people I know that are like, piss me off because it's the same thing. It's like,
I hate the team, sell the team, blah, blah, blah.
Sell the team stuff. And then it's also like, oh, I hate Davis Mills, but I want the first pick. Then you should fucking love Davis Mills right now because he's fucking doing his job. He's out there playing as hard as he can with no
I won't even defend him no more. I won't defend him.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. We're getting a quarterback anyway.
Yeah.
Like, straight the fuck up. Like, it's in the team's benefit to do it. It's in Casario's benefit to do it.
It's in Davis Mills' benefit to fucking do it at this point.
He's gonna get cut. You won't hear about him for a year or so, and he's gonna be a good quarterback or a good backup for somebody. It's the way it is.
You can go to somebody's team, somebody gonna get hurt. You can play a game, and they're gonna be like, "Remember this guy?"
He's gonna be like Garoppolo for somebody.
It's gonna be like a fucking Varsity Blues. Fucking Moxley came in because fucking Lance Harbor got hurt, and everybody's like, "Oh, where did this guy come from?"
Oh, I guarantee you, a team like the Vikings will take him.
Probably.
But you're gonna draft a quarterback, and you just hope it's the fucking right one.
Let's hope.
That's why I wouldn't trade Brandon Cooks. It's like, no, bitch, we're getting a quarterback next year. Somebody's gotta catch the ball.
That situation there is annoying because it's like you signed your extension, and now you're complaining about, oh, I don't want to be here, this and that. The biggest thing with me is everybody complained about the owner. Okay, we got a new owner by default. Okay, everybody talk shit about Esterby. Oh, it's Esterby. Okay, he's fucking gone now. So what are y'all fucking complaining about now? Oh, because you're losing?
I think
it's simple to me because you said Brandon Cook said that they're doing something, like there's some shit that was said and didn't happen or whatever, right? Tell us. They didn't tell you, don't tell us. You're the only person who won't say it. So whatever it is, get it out. And then either you'll be either we'll call you more of a bitch or we'll be on your side, and then we'll be like, all right, trade that fool.
Yeah.
So
And then
It's just like the Yankees letter all over again. What's in it?
That's why that fool don't want to say it, because he knows it wasn't anything that bad, and he don't want people calling him a bitch. But it was fucked. It was the thing that made me mad about it though was he got on Twitter, started ranting and all that shit, and Deshaun Watson was backing him up, and I was like, "You sir, shut the fuck up!" Like
you lose all credibility once that happens. It's like, bro, anyone.
Like once Deshaun Watson got in there, he's like, "I told y'all that's what happened to me." Blah, blah. I was like, "You shut up." I had to have the conversation with somebody about that fool again the other day because they were like, same kind of thing, casual fucking fan that was like, "Oh, he couldn't play because he was going through all that shit," and I was like, "No, he could play. He just chose not to and sat out the whole year."
That's not true either.
What?
He didn't choose to sit down. The team sat him down. The team didn't want any association with him, so they asked him to just go away. He didn't have a say in it.
No, there was a time where they asked him if he wanted to play, and he said no.
He might have said that in passing, but he didn't. If he wanted to play, he couldn't have fucking played. It's just the way the team said, "Take your fucking ass home," like until this gets figured out. But no, it was all the team. But yeah, fuck that dude too. I don't even know why I gave him time of day. I'm not spending another draft pick on defense. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, because
we drafted linebackers, and Lovie Smith needs to fire his son. That's what he needs to do. The linebacker coach. And then then Caserio needs to go to Lovey and be like, "Look, one or two things is going to happen. You're going to be the head coach. You're going to be the D coordinator. You choose which one. Yeah. You're not doing them both no more."
Yeah, that
straight up.
It's so sad because like our secondary, they get burnt at times for sure. But
I don't feel like they do. I think that's the best part of our defense.
Well, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like they're so dominant. They get overshadowed. But when you look at the numbers of how they defend top receiver cores very well. And then the linebackers get their ass beat on defense, and the running backs score freaking like 5 damn touchdowns on them, and then all right, well, we're fucking back out here again. And then the offense, I mean, shit, half of the people can't even catch the damn ball sometimes. You got balls flying in their head, and they're like, "Oh, my bad." It's like, damn, dude, every damn week, bro. You don't know the playbook already? Like,
I mean, we looked a shit ton better without Brandon Cooks. It's like there's a difference between just running a fucking offense and having to appease him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you can go fall into place and just do it a fucking Chris Moore and them did, like, just go run a route real hard, bro. See what happens. Chris Moore ran a fucking crossing route all the way across the end zone, and Davis Mills hit him for a touchdown.
I said that the other day.
Stop running.
I was like, that fool, like, I was like, they were actually passing to whoever was open. They weren't just trying to fucking make Brandon Cooks happy.
Last year it wasn't like that. That's why he did good.
Yeah.
Davis Mills played hella good in that first half, too. It's like, damn, bro, if you'd have ran like that fucking in week 1, we might have won some games.
Yeah, but going for the number 1 pick. Hopefully Cleveland starts sucking a little more. We get their top 10 pick. It's like Texans fans. As much as y'all want to bash, oh, we don't have a quarterback. Wait until fucking next year. You got money. You got draft picks.
That's my point, though. It's like you spend all the money in the world you can on a defense.
Yeah.
Like Roquan Smith, free agent. Jeffrey Simmons, free agent. Deron Payne, free agent. That solves our problems.
All you need is a nice quarterback. Michi comes back. You got to do some draft picks, maybe on like some O-line or whatever. I know they did in the early rounds, you draft talent, and then at the end, you start drafting.
If I get 2 first-round picks like that, like, let's just assume we have the number 1 overall pick. I'm going to go out on a limb and say draft Bryce Young. I just think they will. And then say you get, what do they got? Cleveland got 12. Unless like Will Anderson or somebody's there, you're going to probably take a wide receiver.
So right now, mock drafts have us getting Bryce Young at number 1. They have C.J. Stroud, Ohio State's quarterback, going 2nd. And then with our 2nd pick, so right now, if it was to be here, we'd have the 13th pick with Cleveland's pick where they're at, and we'd be getting, they have us projecting getting Quentin Johnson, wide receiver, TCU.
TCU. What did I tell you earlier?
TCU, yeah. I mean, if you get to a young quarterback, you get him some weapons. Need to fucking figure out a damn tight end at this fucking point. I don't know who the fuck, but I mean, somebody that.
But you just spent 3 years in a row or 2 years in a row drafting a tight end. Do you do it? I'll build a line. We need a center.
No, get a line, but I mean, you can go sign a backup tight end that's somebody's backup tight end that's actually ball. I mean, fucking shit. Seattle got like 3 of them damn boys that can catch a damn ball over there. Gino be.
I think with Michi on the team, it's less important.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they can block too for Pierce. I mean, I don't need you. I mean, that makes sense. But some of these
because think about it. Just assume that draft is accurate, right?
Yeah.
So your starting lineup would look like Pierce, Collins, Michi, Jackson, Bryce Young, and so the tight end really not that important. You need a blocker, so that's why they'll keep Quintoriano.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we got a fullback.
Got your 3 receivers, your running back,
and that's still like what we do with Brandon Cooks because we didn't throw him in there.
Yeah, and maybe get a backup running back for Pierce. And that's not.
I want another running back, but I want somebody that's got speed.
Yeah, should be some good free agents out there.
Where we get Kareem Hunt off free agency.
No, I would try to trade one because you got like a logjam of nickel corners that are really fucking good. I would somehow try to persuade Kansas City to send me somebody. Like just give me a running back. I don't care who it is.
CEH.
I mean, he would be good with Pierce.
Yeah, no. They're about the same shit, except he's a little faster.
And I mean, if you told me right now, would you take CEH with 2 years on a contract in exchange for Desmond King? I would do that.
Yeah, that'd be solid.
Yeah, I meant that.
All right, Texans. If y'all are listening to us and y'all get CEH next year, we know it was because of us.
If we're lucky, we get Pacheco, but I don't think that's happening.
I don't think that's happening either.
That would be beautiful. Yeah.
They said Pacheco's supposed to be their number 1 already.
But if we throw Brandon Cooks in that trade, then it might could happen.
Yeah, it's possible.
Anything's possible. I mean, well, got positives at least. You gotta get the rest of the season. I mean, I'm not hating on this season. I've seen worse football from us before.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's just like hard to watch because of the shit that we're bad at. We never fix it. It's like, come on, bro. We've been doing this for 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. I mean, my biggest thing I tell people that I always hear, they're like, oh, the Astros, they're the only ones. I was like, bro, we're in year 65.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 championships. We've been there. Mind you, yes, we've been there, 6 times. But Texans are not even close to that yet.
This is our 20th year.
Yeah, the Texans are children compared to that shit.
I mean, like, they'll be like, oh, but, fucking, this team has this many championships. I'm like, yeah, because they've been fucking there since, the 70s?
No, the only team that could honestly say that to us is, like, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, because they're a newer one. Yeah, that was one I was thinking, yeah. But that's one of my teams I like watching, too, so. Well, at least we're off there was those 2 days I think we were on the Lamar train and then we saw him play and we're like, yeah, no, this is
actually he'd been playing better, but I don't want him anymore.
I was about to ask if he's still.
I mean, you're gonna get another quarterback no matter what. Just draft one.
Yeah, you might as well draft it. I mean, you're more than likely, as long as the Raiders, they keep fucking up, but I mean, you're more than likely getting the first pick. And
this draft reminds me of the Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson draft.
Ooh.
Because there's so many quarterbacks that are about to get taken. It's like, yeah, we probably should have known that motherfucker stuff. And I feel like Bryce Young gives me the least amount of chance to fail. Like I feel like if anybody's a for sure quarterback in the pros, it's him. I didn't say a great one.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this when I watched him play the other day.
I mean,
For one, he's a small ass dude. So he's
Like
kind of
6
already
foot.
used to. No, he's like 5'10".
oh,
He's
shit.
used to like getting away. Like he knows when the bell on the play go down or whatever. And I kind of like that.
You know, it'd be funny because he's from Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
We get him,
Oh my
Alabama
God.
alum versus Alabama alum.
One's from Houston and plays for Philadelphia. The other one's from Philadelphia.
But that's my
plays for
point.
Houston.
Is if you watch Bryce Young play, he does have a little bit of Tua to him.
Yeah.
So if I told you you can draft Tua with the number 1 overall pick, do you hate that?
Hell yeah, because look what he's doing this year when he actually has weapons. Then.
But that's my point. It's like, do you hate it, or are you willing to say that, all right, Bryce, we'll draft you and see if you suck. We'll give you 4 years. Are you prepared to suck for 4 more years?
I mean, at this point,
I mean, I was always prepared for that, honestly. I love my team, but damn.
Losers.
I don't think we'll. Man, I don't know. I'll take 2 years. At least give me like a competing like in the division. I mean,
Our division sucks.
Yeah, Colts suck. Titans. I mean, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing with their quarterback. They don't. Literally, AJ was making fun of them because they couldn't get the ball down the damn field.
The fools beat us and they only threw the ball 10 times.
I know. It's our defense was atrocious. Jacksonville, I mean, is Jacksonville. I mean, they have Sunny and Shine and all them. They're not terrible, but they also aren't as good as I thought they were. Dan, did Şengün get hurt? I'm gonna be pissed.
I think he flopped.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I was just like, man, the division is not as hard as I thought it was. It kind of reminds me of the Green Bay division a bit. There's one team, which is Titans right now, that are dominating it. You expected a team to do good, which was a lot of people expected the Colts, Green Bay. So you have that, and then you have a sorry team with a young quarterback, Bears, Jacksonville, and then you got the team that just in the loophole doesn't know what they're doing, kind of Detroit up. So it's like cool. I mean, we all know what you're gonna get with the Titans. They're gonna be a nice. I mean, they did very good against Kansas City, but will that last in the playoffs?
That's kind of why I don't give a fuck about drafting Will Anderson no more. Because I look at a team like Detroit and like they got Aiden Hutchinson, right?
Yeah.
He had a game this year where he had like 3 sacks. Like you couldn't ask a rookie to do better. It was like your team still sucked.
Yeah.
Like your best game that you had, you'll probably have all year, wasn't good enough to help your team in any way. So that's why I would rather no, that's fucked up to say, but it's
No,
true.
I know.
That's why I would rather use that pick on a player who could be more impactful, like a fucking quarterback. It's like, all right, if we're going to use this pick to change and we're going to swing for the fucking fences and hope this quarterback is the dude.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's get a quarterback.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Some of our best years we had.
But if you think about it, that's true around the league because, like, look at a team like Washington. Chase Young's fucking amazing. Your best days don't help the team. Like, y'all still fucking suck.
I mean, we had JJ Watt, probably our best teams, and we still suck. It's like
Devonta Adams
we had
Devonta Adams and the Raiders.
Confident fucking offense at the time.
Look at
like when you're truly rebuilding, then
yeah,
that defensive end don't really make a fuck.
Look at Pittsburgh last year. You had Ben Roethlisberger on one leg and one arm out there throwing damn balls, and we had TJ Watt. Hey, fuck it, we have TJ Watt though. He's gonna sack the shit out of you, even though you're losing.
Break a record, but not do nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, Aaron
break
Donald,
a record, but we can't get a first down.
Yeah,
Aaron Donald was probably the luckiest one because his team sucked before that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like I said, Devonta Adams and the Raiders. The Raiders up by 20 every single game and still managed to lose at the very end of it.
I mean, a great defense is good and all, but I mean, if you don't have a quarterback that can at least get the fucking ball down the field sometimes.
Right now, it looks like the Jets are the exception to that because those motherfuckers is balling.
Yeah, that dude's Zach. I don't know what the fuck, but they stuck with him anyway. But They're
It's
actually
them
doing
running
pretty
backs,
good.
bro.
Yeah, that defense though they showed up last week. I mean,
Like that's how I want the Texans to build.
they
I
got a
don't want to
lot.
draft Zach Wilson though, but it's the coach too, bro.
Yeah,
Like they got the right coach. Robert Saleh did his thing over there.
yeah. No, do you keep Lovie Smith one more year? Do you fire him, move him
There's
to?
absolutely no way they fire him. Like he stays at least one more year. I think he might stay all three. To be honest with you, but
Yeah,
Are
kind
you
of.
okay with
Pep's
that?
gonna go for sure. Not really, but that's what you can't fire two black coaches 1 year back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks bad. You're trying to change your appearance.
I mean, we're not stupid like Indy and just hire Jeff Saturday, which I
that
mean,
was dumb,
hey,
though.
that's y'all's boy, but we ain't going to try to sign fucking Antonio Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go get Ed Reed. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I
But
do
you think he would be a good coach?
probably would get him hyped. I do want to say though, like, I have to applaud the Nick Casario for actually being a GM. I forgot how that was. Like, I mean, we had Rick Smith, and then we went to Bill O'Brien, which was freaking atrocious.
If you look at this year's draft picks, though, like what grade do you give him now?
I bring him down a bit. I mean, Michi,
sure.
I can't say anything about Michi. I mean, he hasn't played.
Well, now let's just be real because Pierce he hit.
Yeah.
Petrie he hit.
Yeah.
Stingley, I'll give him like a. On those other two, if I give you a B plus, Stingley, I got to give you like a B minus. I mean, now I'll give him a B, a solid B, because other than getting fucking stiff armed out of his fucking shoes the other day, he really been playing good.
Yeah. Welcome to the league, young fella.
Kenyon Green, that's a fucking D at best.
Yeah, that dude there.
Christian Harris, fucking D. Not that he's doing bad because he only played like one game, but nothing so far.
Yeah. Zilch.
And Petrie's not playing as good as he was.
Nah, I mean, I feel some of it's demeanor on the team. I mean, you have so much problems out. It seems like, I mean, the bleeding of the Cook shit and bleeding all that. I mean, you're also losing games. I mean, that Vegas game was terrible.
I mean, we played 3 good ass quarters of football though.
It reminds me, this year of Texans reminds me of last year of Rockets.
True.
And I mean, if I can get what I'm getting, I mean, the Rockets still suck. We'll get into that in a little bit. But they're not as terrible as you were last year. I mean, for us that watch them, you can see the difference of the team, the growth, and all that stuff. So,
but that's the thing about the Texans. Like, if you watch the first half of the Philly game, like we punched them and they didn't want to punch back.
Yeah.
Like, but we did that last year against San Diego and Tennessee and other. Yeah. It's like, why does that team not show up? So it's a effort thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an effort thing. So whose fault is that? To me, that's the coach.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
and I'll say that. And I say that because I always used to say that when David Culley was the coach, we always didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but we always tried.
Yeah. Now we know what we're doing, but we don't try all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see fucking Cooks just, and then he's like, I'll give him the ball still. How the fuck you want me to do that? He's not running his routes. Just give him the ball. It's Cooks. Give him the ball. He's your best. Yep. Okay, cool. It's I don't know. I'm to the point at this point of the season. Play who wants to play. If you're playing bad, take them out. See what you got. And I mean, you're getting the number 1 pick. You're playing for the pick. I don't care what anybody says. You want to win. I get it, but the pick.
But what if we don't get the pick?
I mean, then I don't know what the fuck.
Say you get 3 and then like we're really dead set on Bryce Young and then like Stroud is there at 3. We're like, fuck, man, I don't want it. What do? You trade the pick?
I hope we get all the lose all these games and get the first pick. I hope who we play next.
We got the Giants.
Okay, so we're gonna lose that game.
Yeah, Saquon's running for 200.
Yeah, Barkley's going off on us this week. If you got him in fantasy, you're gonna ball. The week after that, we play the Commanders.
Who might win that game?
We probably Antonio Gibson. That's probably the first game Brian Robinson's gonna probably blow up on us or some shit. But we could win it. I'm not gonna say it's that one. I think the offense on their side will probably struggle with our defensive throwing. Then for sure, week 12 we're losing. We play the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know, bro.
I think Jeff Wilson Jr. over there is gonna be really good on the running side for him. And then I don't know who the hell can keep up with Tyreek Hill's speed.
Stingley.
I mean, that's fine, but then who?
Bro, I'm just being 100% honest. Our team lacks talent. We are a bad football team. Yeah. Our secondary
is nice.
Is top 5 in the league, straight up.
They have us ranked 31, like not as bad, but like the 31st, like the one of the best, like I think secondaries we have in a lot of stuff.
Steven Nelson is balling.
I mean, and then you got to think they have their secret weapon of Gesicki. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a good game for our rookie to learn how to play linebacker.
If Gesicki has 2 touchdowns, I think week 12 will be the last week I watch them for a full game. It'll be one of those where I'm like, all right, I watched enough. I'm going to go to the store now or some shit.
Really?
Week 13, I hope we do win that game against the Browns.
Yeah.
I can get any win this season. I want that win.
The one after that.
I want them to come in hyped. Week 14, Cowgirls.
Who's more important to win, the Cowboys or the Browns?
I think for this year, Browns.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If it was any other year, I'd say Cowboys, but I think Browns are that one. I want them to pick off Deshaun Watson like 3 times.
I got a question. The question of the day is: the Astros World Series win worth a Dallas Cowboys win over the Texans? Like,
the
I'm things you'll have to hear after that. Is
I'm
the
okay
Astros
with that.
Win worth it?
That's fine. I'm okay with it because they're not going to win the Super Bowl, so I'll just make fun of them at the end of it.
Yeah, they'll figure out a way to fuck something up.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, y'all can join. I'll keep the sofa warm for y'all in the playoffs. Don't worry about it.
Literally, everybody keeps like joking about that all the time. They're like, yeah, you guys always make it and figure out how to lose in the first fucking round.
Yep. We'll get a win week 15, though, so it's fine.
Jacksonville?
No, Chiefs. I was just kidding.
Oh, fuck.
Week 16, we play tight ends. We may get – I mean, you may get a – well, now Jags aren't going to be competing for playoffs, so we're going to probably get their best game also. At that point, I'm just throwing anybody fuck out there. If we're just for that first pick, I'm throwing anybody out there.
I just don't understand. We already been throwing anybody out there all year. That's what we are.
But I need
used to throw anybody out there.
I need the Raiders to get a win, because right now they're 2-6. The Steelers are 2-6. Also, Jesus is.
I just don't understand how Tennessee keeps winning. They're going to get to the playoffs and get fucked up because people are going to think they're actually good.
Derrick Henry.
The division is that bad.
Ooh, Raiders might get a win against Broncos country week 11. So, damn,
what do you need the Raiders to win for?
Because they're 2-6.
Good.
So we beat Cleveland. I don't want to be tied with them or nothing. I need the Steelers.
You need them to be happy.
I don't want the Steelers. I mean, they may get. Hopefully, they beat the Colts in week 12 or some shit.
But see, the Raiders, if they go number 1, that's not a problem for us.
Oh, because
they're not going quarterback.
Yeah,
they're going Will Anderson number 1 if they got the first pick because they're that dumb.
The Steelers go number 1 though; they're a problem.
But really though, because they got Kenny Pickett last year.
I think they're dumb enough to shit. They were talking about firing their coach probably this year.
Fire that fool. I want him.
A lot of people are
Fire,
firing their
fire
coaches.
Tomlin. Come on, I dare
If
you.
they fire him, I love it. Hey, you want to be defensive coordinator? Cool. Fuck, I don't really give a shit. But go get Mike Tomlin. There's
Yep.
rumblings on the hot seat that he's because of how the situation with Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. They're saying that their owner is debating on firing.
That would be
And
interesting.
I would love it.
He will not have a problem finding a job. I promise you that.
Hell no. I mean, the Steelers might get they'll get a win in week 15. They're going against the Panthers.
What did I hear on the radio earlier? So, would you take Sean Payton
Ooh,
with the understanding that Sean Payton assumes all roles that he did in New Orleans? Meaning, Sean Payton comes in, Lovey goes out, Casario goes bye-bye.
Man, I don't know if I give it Sean Payton, but
I think I'm okay with it. Are you okay with it, Zach?
I have no clue. I
I
don't
don't know if I can go through that again after the Bill O'Brien. That shit scarred me.
It's not that. I just never seen any other quarterback play that system besides Drew Brees, and you sure as fuck ain't about to draft a Drew Brees. So
No, that ain't happening at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when they try to run the triangle without Kobe or
Mike,
Jordan. They just don't work.
I think I'd rather keep Lovey, to be honest, and Casario.
The Lovey part, I'm like, I can give up Lovey. It's Casario. I mean, I feel like he hasn't done enough for me to not keep him. I mean, shit, I went through Rick Smith for, I don't know.
But why can't he bring in somebody like Brian Flores to be our defensive coordinator?
I mean, yeah, I think what it is like we've talked about it. The money's coming. All the shitty – he's literally shred all the contract money from Bill O'Brien that he fucked up on those ugly-ass contracts, except for maybe Tunsil. And that's about it. Everybody else, I think the last guy he just got rid of, that was literally the last contract of the Bill O'Brien era saga bullshit, that of trash contracts. So he's going to get new money to play with soon. You're going to get –
I don't understand why people want to trade Tunsil.
I don't know. At this point, I don't keep him, especially if you're getting a young quarterback.
Yeah, and he's not old either. He's like 27. The motherfucker played 10 more years.
And he wants to be here. He's like,
I don't know about that, but he will play.
Yeah. I mean, you give him enough money, he's going to want to be here.
I mean, but my point is like you're going to trade your start like a top 10 left tackle for a first round pick at best to use that to draft the left tackle,
and hope that
I hope that it works out. No, I'm good.
I mean, we've seen a lot of people linemen drafted, and some of them got hurt. Some of them aren't doing good.
I will draft a center this year though if I'm Casario.
Yeah,
for sure.
Do we ever find out what happened to Britt?
No.
He just retired, or what the hell? I mean, he retired. He just left.
Yeah, I don't know.
He pulled Brandon Cooks before Brandon Cooks.
Hey, maybe.
Oof.
I don't know. Texans fan, it's gonna be okay. You'll be hyped for draft day. We'll be there. Don't worry, to let you know who we should draft. Because for sure, it's more than likely going to be a quarterback, man. With at least that first pick.
Or second. I'll take second as long as the Raiders got one.
Oh, man.
It's because I'd like to win a couple games.
I mean, we all would, I think.
I don't. As long as Vegas keeps winning, or long as Vegas wins and Steelers win, I'm fine. We can win like 2.
Do you know how much of an inconvenience it would be to the Texans and to everybody if Davis Mills balls the fuck out the rest of the year?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be the funniest thing in the world.
It would be the funniest thing in the world, and it would fuck everything up because then
we'd get like the 4th pick, and then we'd go to the draft, and it'd be a quarterback there that nobody fucking wants. So they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just run with Mills one more time."
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna be like, "We don't need a quarterback. We're not gonna draft one."
Well, they might still not be sold on him because let's keep it real. He played some shitty football this year.
Yeah.
So we're getting a quarterback.
You see that, Davis Mills? Even your number one supporter is finally like, damn, you played shitty this year.
I mean, the whole team was just bad.
The only man that had faith in you. Except your mom.
You don't know if she did or not.
Yeah, she's like, we need a new quarterback. Well, from one bad team to another, Rockets.
Well,
probably gonna lose.
no, as he said that,
yeah,
Jalen Green turned the ball over.
yeah, I saw that. I mean, they're what? They have 2 wins.
2 wins. We were winning in this game by double digits.
Yeah,
and then we turned the ball over.
Yeah,
too much.
Was it youth? Is it
It's too much fucking one-on-one basketball. That's what it is. It's coaching. That's what it is.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Jalen Green. I mean, I'm not putting it all on him. I've seen the ISO ball a lot when we had Harden for sure. It's one of those things where, man, I just feel like
it's just coaching to me. Like, you don't fire him, you let him play the year out, but it is coaching.
Because I think at the end of the year is when you go do something.
I already know what we're gonna do. But
you're Victor Wembanyama.
We just might. But I'm talking about coaching.
It's the best
I want Sam Cassell. That's who I want as my next coach.
Phillies, backup coach.
But he's been an assistant forever.
Yeah,
he knows how to fucking play basketball. Who knows more about inside outside 3-point basketball than him? That's what he did.
Yep, I'm cool with it. Sam, I am Houston legend coming back.
But I want to trade Eric Gordon like yesterday.
Yeah, he needs to get off this team. Get something.
But it's not nothing he did. Yeah, no, I need those minutes. Like, why the fuck is Josh Christopher not playing?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, he took a huge step back this year.
Like, him and Ty aren't playing at all. Why is fucking Deshaun Nix playing? Let's just keep it real. He's a good ass G League player. He's not a pro. He's not a big leaguer.
He dribbled the ball off of his knee earlier.
Why is Deshaun on the court with Eric Gordon? Y'all built the team.
Yeah, there's some questionable stuff I'm seeing. I don't know if when there's nobody hurt really. So I mean, I really don't get that. I don't know. I feel Eric Gordon for sure. Trade deadline, you need to get rid of him. Not like you said, not his fault, but I need some picks. I need that cap room. I need minutes from the young guys. If I can get it beforehand, cool. Hey, somebody need a shooting guard, or some of y'all can't shoot right now, I got you. The other thing is, it's just like I see the young guys. I mean, the biggest one that everybody's talking shit about is, of course, our number 1 pick, Jabari. But it's like, dude, he's 19.
Mm-hmm.
He's 19. They were talking shit about the game with him and Paulo Banchero, but I think he had the flu or some shit he was playing with.
Yeah.
And so I was
Paulo didn't do shit either.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just you know how they are. Everybody wants that scorer, that guy that, I want that. I mean, we already have that.
That's not that will be part of what he does, but that's not just what he does. Because you can't hate him, bro, because he started 2 games at center against Utah and he balled the fuck out. And then he got hurt. I mean, he can hoop. Just leave him the fuck alone. Like you said, he's 19, bro. He played 12 pro games. Let him figure it the fuck out. This team is way better, though, when Jalen is just shooting. Like, just go shoot.
Yeah. The games, you can tell. The games he's out there, like, thinking too much and just, like, let me get this guy. We suck. Even worse.
Like, he's not a setup guy. He's not a point guard. Like, he can't. Yeah. He can do that, but it's not what you do best. That's not how you help this team.
We figured that out last year with him. That was not what he should be doing. It's like,
go ball hog, bro. Go try to jump over people.
I mean, that's what he does. He's fucking highlight reel this year so far, dude. Dunking on the boys, freaking the passes he gets sometimes are pretty dope. Also, I mean, Kevin Porter Jr. is balling out. Kenyon Martin Jr. is balling out right now.
Both of them, bro. KPJ, he almost had a fucking triple-double last game. And Kmart's blocking everything. Like, I almost want to say he needs to be the starter at the small forward.
I think he does, too. And Sengun,
like, get rid of Gordon. Oh, Sengun ball.
The moves that Akeem Olajuwon be doing, he been working on them, I see. Garuba, where the hell he came from after that damn shit?
Well, he shit his pants and he showed up this year like fucking 30 pounds lighter because he was fat as fuck before.
He was. I mean, you have a lot of stuff. The white, what was it? The Gary Bird, you can trade him probably for like a second round or some shit.
Yeah, I trade Jay Sean and I trade Eric Gordon.
Has Jay Sean even been playing much?
Not really, because he's hurt again.
Oh yeah.
But you pay him like $2 million. Everybody wants that contract.
Yeah, everybody wants him. For the amount of stuff he's gonna actually do. You can go trade him to like a Denver or somebody like that.
No, he's the kind of dude where you can trade like him and Bruno Fernando to a team like Boston for a point guard.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
A real point guard.
It's like, hey, send us Derek White and fucking some trash you don't want.
Pay some of this contract. We good.
Yep.
Well, they look like they're going to get the number 1 pick. Hopefully. I mean, it's by the lottery balls, so it's not as like the NFL.
You only have to go shoot for one of the worst 3 records in basketball.
Yep. Because all 3 of those guys, I'll be cool with Scoot also. I'll be
big time. So,
I mean, I'm fine with it. It's the perfect time to rebuild in basketball.
Everybody's rebuilding. Why not them?
The right way. Because
like in relation to the Texans, the Rockets are way ahead of them.
Yeah.
I mean, just the draft picks alone, if you look at what's going on in Brooklyn, those draft picks you got for James Harden are going to make you salivate when it comes to draft after draft after draft. Because
like a whole year later, Nick, do you think Houston got the better end of the stick in between Cade, Jalen, and Evan Mobley? I think we got the best player.
I think we did too. I mean, Evan Mobley can ball, but look at what's on his team. I mean, he's doing, and I'm not saying ball, he's doing what he kind of projected, some 10 points, maybe 6 rebounds, a block here and there. I mean, that cool, but
I thought 20 and 10.
Well, yeah, I mean, we talked about when we drafted that he was going to be like a top 15 power forward in the NBA, and I mean, he's very digressed. I mean, Kevin Love's stealing some of his minutes. I mean, Cade looks like he just is, I don't want to say scared, but I mean, I guess I will. He's scared to take over games. And I think that's what's hurting his team. I mean, Jalen goes out there and he's like, you need 15, coach, I got you. He'll fucking start shooting out of the damn building and shit. And that's what I want. I want a guy that ain't scared to score. Cade, he'll have a game. Cade has a game, and I'm trying to think of who he reminds me of. He'll have a game like, he reminds me of like, I mean, it's going to be a terrible comparison. Like Drew Holiday. You have the talent to be probably one of the best there is, but you don't give the effort all the time.
No, it is kind of a good comparison, like on offense, like because you're a big ass guard, like you can use your body. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like he's I just feel like he's not. At the end of the day, it should have been Jalen, then Cade, and then Evan Mobley. But I mean, you look at this year. I mean, it looks like, one of them's out. Get well, shit. But then you got, it's basically just Jabari and fucking Paulo Banchero. Jaden Ivey looks like he's been struggling to play next to Cunningham.
Yeah, but he's shooting the lights out of the ball. Banchero might have already won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
straight up.
He did. The offensive paralysis that he's using is pretty dope.
He reminds me of fucking young Blake Griffin, but he don't junk the same way, but they play the same.
That's true, man.
That's the biggest basketball team I ever seen in my life. That Magic team we played the other day. Never in my life have I seen a team that big.
Yeah, they have the biggest team in the NBA right now. They have like they have like 6 guys that are like almost 6 foot or some shit.
You mean 7 foot? Dude,
yeah,
they started Paulo Banchero at the small forward at 6'10". Mo Wagner started at 2 guard at 6'9".
Jesus.
Bobo and Wendell Carter. And then Mo Bamba off the bench. And the big ass team.
Yeah, fuck that. Look, Houston, be careful. I mean, don't be careful, but it's getting better. It's gonna get better. Every team it looks like is getting their shit together. It seems like.
Mm,
Mhm.
Who else not? I mean, unless you're like a Rice fan or some shit, then I mean, that's on you. But
no. I'll still root for U of H sorry ass football because they win the game.
okay, well, yeah, that one I forgot about that one. Never mind. I'm a root for them, but I mean, yeah, they need a. You think the going to the new conference is going to help, or is it going to hurt, or?
Well, if you can't play defense, that's not good. But if your quarterback can throw for what he throws 683 yards the other day,
Yeah, like that
Jesus
score was
Christ.
dumb. I mean, the other quarterback
8
had 10
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Yeah, the other
You
quarterback
had
had 10
8
touchdowns.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, what was the score? The score was 77 to
79.
63.
Did y'all know y'all can gamble on fucking college football now on DraftKings?
What if the Texans got Clayton Tune?
I mean,
Would that be he's stupid? I mean, Texans fans would like him.
he makes mistakes. I feel like I don't want another Case Keenum. I'm all right. I lived that. I'm all right. That was fun. But I don't want him. I want Alabama. Every Alabama quarterback so far in this that has been the last three seem to be playing. Mac Jones, I mean, we'll check it out. But the other two have been balling. So I'm going to go that route.
Fuck it, just go get Bailey Zappi off New England.
Fuck it. I'm down with it. Fuck it. Go trade for Baker Mayfield. No, I'm just kidding. Zach's like, I will be a Saints fan going forward.
Yep. And they need a quarterback worse than us because they ain't got no draft picks and they ain't got no money. So
they got Taysom Hill.
Yep.
They got a tight end / quarterback / Cordell running back / I mean, they'll probably play him at defensive end one day / I don't know what the fuck.
Hey, I don't know what that team's doing right though, but I ain't hating on him.
They got a good defense, and Kamara ain't going.
Nobody thought that. No, I'm talking about Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that team there. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're. Marcus Mariota. I was one of the ones that laughed at them when they signed him, and he's shit. They're getting their last laugh at the freaking Colts this year.
Yeah, the Colts might be more fucked up than we are, so we're good.
Yeah, they'll just go get another old quarterback this year. So.
Nah, they'll draft one. You can't waste any more time with Jonathan Taylor. You got to get a real quarterback in there.
You're gonna be like, "Hey, Rivers, you down to come back?" Hey. Then be like, "Roethlisberger, my boy, what are you doing?" Hey,
I have a feeling that if they don't draft, they'll go after somebody like Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh yeah, that's perfect for him. I love it for them. Oh shit! You got anything else, Dad?
No.
We touched on everything. Fuck all the haters. We won.
Congrats, Astros.
We need to get another banner to add this motherfucker.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can hate us for another 4 years because we'll probably win next year.
I'm gonna go ahead and box up the Jordan ring till the spring. If anybody thinks that shit's not real, you ask Nick. Right before he hit that home run, I put that bitch on and asked for its power, and it worked. It was the loudest crack of a bat I ever heard, and I hope that's the last thing I hear when I'm like 90 years old and die. It's like, oh, I remember when Jordan hit that ball. That's the sound I want.
Jeez.
With Jordan by your deathbed. Hey.
I almost wanted to go get the 455 tattooed on me. That's how long he hit that ball. 455 fucking feet.
That shit was far as hell.
Should have done it.
Well, man, you made it to this point. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the network, check us out. We'll be doing recordings on all Houston sports shit. Check out the Bayou City Boys. We got some more videos also. That's it, Houston. Good luck. Enjoy the cold front they're supposed to get. And yeah, I think
it's going to be cold.
Bring out your hoodies, your Astro hoodies and beanies.
Yep.
Later.
Later.